adventures of Benjamin Banneker Jr., the uncanny emancipator who battles slavery and oppression across the connected worlds. The World of Azcatel, 1937. Benjamin Banneker Jr., globe-strutting enemy of tyranny, has been captured, bound to a table with metal cords at the mercy of Paragus, an ancient galactic king freed from his prison by an explosion. Baracus had extended his life by infecting and consuming the minds of other people for over 3 centuries, until he was entombed alive by his enemies for 1,000,000 years. Now he discusses current events with his next intended victim, Benjamin himself.
Yes, the connected worlds. Well, it's a colloquial term. They're not literally physically connected. It just means that every planet is connected to each other through a network of dimensional portals. Dimensional portals? What are those? Oh goodness, you do have a lot of catching up to do. All right. Your scientists could see the edges of infinite space, could they not? That it had a certain curvature to it?
They did. They implied that it was bent by forces beyond that which they could comprehend.
Right. Well, see, there's a kind of invisible wall there. The boundaries set by another universe outside the edge of our own.
Another universe?
Yep, one of possibly several. Now, our universe has always been expanding, but the boundary around it causes it to wind in on itself, a bit like a big spool of thread or a celestial balloon animal. It forms layers that we mortals, present company excluded, I guess, cannot feel or see, but can be temporarily breached. We merely need to form a portal, using devices that are easily available on the common portal market. From there, it's no more difficult than leaving one room and entering another.
Fascinating. And the ships, the great starships that move in between them, have they become faster, more powerful, as our scientists predicted they would? What of the glowing vacuum tubes and gleaming rockets?
Nearly been done away with entirely, I'm afraid. Very few ships in service anymore. Naturally, since portals are cheaper and risk fewer lives.
How sad. So, there are those that charge for the use of their bodies by the minds of others. It's an industry now. But that's so common. No longer the right of kings.
I don't believe in the right of kings, sir, nor any similar presumption of genetic superiority. It is the primary reason why this lovely establishment is resting on top of us.
How do you mean?
This facility was built to spray a chemical in the air that kept the local population docile and obedient to its owners, the Karadai Corporation. I came to do something about it, but there was a shootout with the building's guards.
You were the one who destroyed this building.
Well, they shot, I ran. Sadly, it seems that their training material neglected to inform them that the gas was very flammable. Several tanks were hit, it triggered an explosion. Then this building collapsed into its sub-basement, and I right along with it. With its destruction, Karadai's reign over their slaves may have come to an end, but I can't quite confirm that at the moment, as I don't seem to be able to remove myself from this table.
You spike my curiosity, Mr. Banneker. You've the mind of an historian, the tools of a researcher, and the arsenal of a soldier. What exactly is your profession?
Well, I haven't had any business cards printed up, but I like to consider myself a freelance traveling abolitionist. I find slavery and oppression and eradicate it whenever I can, through just about any means necessary.
How distasteful. A man as wise as yourself should have realized by now that there are those who are meant to lead, and those who are meant to be led. It has always been so. Once we're finished here, I'm going to have to look into undoing your meddling in the order of things.
You've got a lot of work ahead of you, old boy. I've been busy. I really have no idea why you've asked me to explain all of this. You'll have access to my memories, all the knowledge stored in my head. What's with the interrogation?
Not all of it, I'm afraid. The drawbacks of the transfer process. Parts of your memory will be unrecoverable. Beyond that... What was that?
That's my pocket watch. Someone's calling me.
On your timepiece?
It's a rather multi-talented pocket watch.
Who was calling you?
What's the cover read?
I cannot read this language.
Show it to me. Ah, it's Rennie.
Who?
Renegade 44. The automaton that flies and maintains my airship.
You have an airship?
The greatest ever built.
Glorious. Order your machine to come and get us out of here.
Well, you'll have to open up the lid. Push the little button on the fob there.
No, wait. We will wait. When the transfer is finished, then we will respond.
Oh, yes, after I know more. Well, anyway, you're going to want to let me pacify him now. I'm well past check-in time for the mission I was on.
All right. But I remind you, no tricks, young man. I'm claiming more of your mind by the minute. If you call for help, you will find yourself in a world of pain.
Right, I'll pop the cover.
Yeah.
BBJ.
Greetings, sir.
Hi, Rennie.
Pardon the intrusion, but you are well past the schedule to check in the time.
Sorry, Clanker, I got bound up with some other affairs. Tell me, is dinner still warm?
It will be when you return, sir. When can I expect you?
About an hour, I'd figure. All is well.
Yes, sir. I'll await your return, sir.
Thanks, Rennie. You can close it now.
Such an impressive machine.
The watch? It's got its uses, certainly. There's a strong enough charge in one battery to power a city block for a week. And there's a lot of features, too. It has a location beacon, a lock breaker, it can generate wrist restraints, it can time an egg.
I was thinking more of your Rennie. In my day, robots were large, clunky creatures that had to be told to do everything. When to come, when to go. This one worries about you and keeps your meals warm.
He and my airship were gifts from the Sultan of Kethicus. I helped him pick out a tie once. It was a very important tie for a very important affair, and to this day he remains even a bigger fashion victim than you are. He allowed me to buy Rennie's freedom, and Hello? You alright?
I'm fine. I'm just a bit... You have a rather peculiar nature about you, Mr. Banneker. Something around here. I can feel it. I'm not familiar with your species. Man, you said?
Human. I'm a human being from the world, planet Earth.
But there is something unique about you. A power I feel.
Oh, that. That would be the clasp of Imra.
Which is?
Another gift of a sort, bestowed upon me by a very interesting individual. It is the source of my longevity. I'm rather long-lived for my species, and as you can see, I heal rather quickly because of it. Well, I'd appreciate it if it went a little faster.
Where did you acquire it?
That is private.
I could force you to tell me.
Or you could save your energy and just wait for the transfer to conclude. Then all you need do is look into my personal journals. You'll even be able to read them. And the code that I wrote them in.
I could at that. Whatever secret you have will soon be mine. I'm sure they will be endlessly fascinating. And then I will establish myself once again as a conqueror without equal. I shall rise over the corpses of kingdoms that have fallen during my absence like a shadow of vengeance. Instead of being a mere lord of millennia, I shall be the emperor of eternity, and the epochs will sing and whisper my name in awe and fame.
Mr. Paragus, Mr. Paragus.
Yes, Mr. Rude.
Mr. Paragus, you may be an unconscionable monster of indescribable turpitude, but I admire your optimism.
Do you indeed?
You're a man well out of his time, old fella. It's gonna take a lot of resources to get you back to your previous height, let alone a temporal monocrat of all that has been, is, and will be. How you expect to get the capital you need to even run for city council of a small, idyllic walnut farming village when you can't even read a modern watch face takes more buoyant, bushy-tailed positivism than I could ever hope to harbor in my happy heart.
Oh, I think I'll do rather well. No need to worry. I had prepared for the worst in my day. I had buried storehouses of weapons and resources throughout the star system in secret. Only I will know where they are. There must be something of value stored there after 1 million years. Even then, there will be no one to stop me once I've built myself into an army. I can acquire thousands. Think of it. A legion of citizens across your collected worlds.
Connected.
All of the same mind.
Connected worlds.
A nerve system spreading across galaxies with me at its center. What one learns, I learn. When they achieve, I achieve. When they conquer, I conquer. When they make love,
I get the point. Please.
Mr. Banneker. Mr. Banneker.
I'm seeing things in my mind. Memories I've never experienced.
Yes. It won't be long now. I can feel it. You can feel it, I know.
Get out. Stop it.
There's no point in fighting the inevitable, Mr. Banneker. I am forever. I am eternal. I am
You are a fraud.
I beg your pardon?
You're just a fraud. You're a thief. A rotten, rotted thief.
Now, no need to upset
Your
yourself.
empire fell to pieces and suffocated under its own dust. You were trapped down here. You could no longer steal your way to the top like you did before. All those gadgets over there that you stole from me while I was unconscious, yeah, I made most of them. I have 27 patents in this sector of the known worlds alone. You have patented nothing. You've created nothing. Just manipulated that which someone else built. You are a leech.
That's quite enough now.
A bloodsucker. A
There. I had warned you. This could have been a peaceful process, and I'd have preferred that it was. Alas, here we are. You could make things easier on yourself by just letting go. Relax. Give in to my dominance. Resistance will only cause you more pain.
arms.
What?
You tied up my arms with metal cords. How are you going to get out of here if my arms are still tied up?
No. How could I have forgotten?
I easily distracted you with my brilliance.
No, I'll still prevail. I'll still harvest your body. I'll simply feed you and bring you water. And when the owners of this building begin to dig through the debris, then I will finish the process. They will find me here and release me.
Oh, yes, yeah. They'll find you here, inside the body of the fellow what blew up their expensive building and destroyed their business.
Blast it!
I don't think they're going to be real glad to see you. Until they see the massive price on your head from several other people I've miffed. Which used to be my head, of course. They're going to remove it one way or the other.
No!
You have my condolences.
No! A knife! A blade! You have to have a blade of some kind in all this flotsam!
Is hacking through metal cords with a knife the fastest way to get through them? You tie good. You sound troubled.
My stamina is fleeting. In transferring my mind to you, my body won't be able to stand much longer. This will not be. Your robot. Call it.
Come again?
Call it.
How?
Don't play the fool with me. Call your robot here and have it cut us free.
I can hardly remember my first name.
Yeah. Your senses should be sharper now.
Yes. Okay, all right. You have the watch in your hand. All right, now, press the little button on the fob.
There. Now what?
Now those 4 screens pop out of it, right? The one on your left, which has the red square on it. Press that 3 times.
Yes.
Wait. Now, 3 times more.
Yes, sir.
Ah, yes.
Rennie, this is Benjamin.
Yes, sir.
Rennie, I'm feeling awfully hungry. Would you come down and bring me my dinner, please?
Yes, sir. Activating wrist cuffs now.
What? What is this? Where did this come from?
From the watch.
It won't let go. I can't move my arms.
I told you it was very talented.
Release me. Release me.
Would you like me to discharge the battery, sir?
Oh, not the whole charge. That'd be overkill. Let's go for underkill. I think about 400 milliamps should do the trick.
Yes, sir. Are you all right, sir?
I'm hanging in there, Rennie.
Shall I come get you now?
Yes, please. And Paragus. You're still alive, huh? Even as a smoking pile of goo. Well, you are persistent. I admire that. I don't admire you, but persistence, that's rather neat. Randy, you still there?
Yes, sir.
When you come down, make sure to bring along a sponge and a secured container. Something with an observation lens or something transparent with a lid.
Of course, sir.
We've got a most important passenger coming with us.
We're at your cabin, sir.
Thank you, Rennie. Just help me to my bunk here. Oh, my sweet, beautiful shoulders. Oh, tingling in my muscles and my hands.
Shall I begin a medical examination?
I should be fine, Rennie. I just need a little rest is all.
May I ask you a question, sir?
Of course. Shoot.
I sensed that Paragus had picked up your watch earlier. There were several times that you could have made your escape. Why did you delay my arrival?
Yeah. Well, you see, Paragus had told me that he had hidden secret stashes on several worlds. I didn't know where they were or what dangers they might have held, but he was sloppy. As his consciousness invaded mine, his thoughts and his memories were exposed to me. I know where all the hidden vaults are now, and exactly what they may contain after all these millennia. We have a very busy and, dare I say, fascinating week ahead of us.
I understand, sir. What should we do with this jar full of Paragus now?
We are going to head for the eastern hemisphere of the world of Agate, the country of Vitar, the province and city of Cirque. I have some friends at the university there who'd love to take a look at our passenger. I don't think they're going to be gentle about it, but, well, that's neurology for you. Of course, they're going to have a fight on their hands once the biology and virology departments discover your existence, old man, but I think there's plenty of you to go around.
What's it say here? 8 liters? 7.3, sir. I was in such a hurry when I grabbed that particular pickle jar that I forgot to empty it of its brine. Shall I empty it now?
Oh, I don't think it's hurting him much, Rennie. Go ahead and let him swim around in there. I think at this point it'd be too dangerous to let him out.
Wise thinking, sir. If he were to get out, he still could be a potential danger, and quite angry with you.
Oh, indubitably, yes, absolutely. I'm sure that stuck inside of that jar, he's feeling rather salty.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but salty. You know? He's feeling vexed and angry and rather salty.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably his attitude right now. He's feeling rather...
I'll put him in the secure storage, sir.
Because, he's in pickle brine. Because he's in pickle brine, right? I mean, I thought of saying sour, but I don't know...
The joke isn't funny if you have to explain it, sir.